Good evening. Good evening and welcome. Employees, friends, patrons, consumers, and fans of Amalgamated Industries to Amalgamated Baseball Grounds here in Schenectady, New York for this evening's game between the visiting New York Haberdashers and Amalgamated Baseball Holdings. At this time, we'd like to introduce the starting lineup in batting order for the visiting New York Haberdashers. Batting first, the third baseman, number 10, Loud Juice Kendrick. Batting second, the right fielder, number 40, Whiny Jagoff. Batting third, the second baseman, number 15, Hefty Wilcone. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 28, Moss Wertz. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 16, Stokely Hathaway. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 11, Versi Moore. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 8, Stump Phillips. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 12, Doug Lumps. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 21, Herzl Good. And let's give a good company authorized welcome and cheer to our home side, Amalgamated Baseball Holdings. Let's cheer them on as they take the field for tonight's game, the shortstop, number 8, Bobson Dugnut. The third baseman, number 49, Ortiz Renchez. The second baseman, number 42, Todd Gonzalez. The center fielder, number 24, Mike Truck. The right fielder, number 2, Orlando Dwin. The left fielder, number 25, Brett Dockstra. The first baseman, number 33, Tony Smerick. The catcher, number 19, Raul Chamberlain. And taking the mound, the starting pitcher for Amalgamated Baseball Holdings tonight, number 79, Oral Holland. Good evening, friends, employees, and patrons of Amalgamated Industries, and fans of Amalgamated Baseball Holdings. I'm Pip Cleverly, here on Radio WGY, Amalgamated Radio for the working class. This is game number 14 of the 90-game Continental League season here in the year of 1921. We're live from Schenectady, New York. The Amalgamated Baseball Grounds is the location, full of supporters, employees, and whatnot of Amalgamated Industries. Loud Juice Kendrick, first up to bat for the visiting side, the New York Haberdashers, the New York State rivals, coming up the way from Yonkers. The teams are split a game apiece in this 3-game series. This is the rubber match, if it were. Amalgamated Baseball Holdings getting the most recent win with Tim Wakefield on the mound. 3-1 pitch for Whiny Jagoff, and he will hit that right to Ortiz Renchez. Throw to Tony Smerick is in time. Here's Hefty Wilcone having a great rookie season after getting picked up by from the Nashville Fire by the Haberdashers. He's batting .346. But on a 1-0 pitch, he's going to hit it right to Bobson Dugnut. The throw is in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning. I didn't get to mention that Oral Holland is on the mound. I guess we'll start that off at the second inning. But on the mound today for the Haberdashers is Herzl Good. He has a record at the moment of 1-1 on an ERA of .432, second in the rotation of the Haberdashers. Has 15 strikeouts this season. He's going to start things off by getting Bobson Dugnut to ground out to first base. Moss Wertz retrieves the ball on the grounder and steps on the bag. Second in the order is Ortiz Renchez, batting .377 this season. Moss Wertz gets it, throws it to Good, and that's 2 away. Third in the order, this is Todd Gonzalez, batting .460, leading the team in batting average. 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in. A lot of the offense has come from him so far this season, and he's going to get the first hit of the game by singling down in between the gap of shortstop and third base to stump Phillips in left field. Here is Mike Truck, who's back to his home run hitting ways. He now has 3 this season so far. And he's going to hit that right to Stokely Hathaway. It should be an easy play. He does, stranding the runner. It is 1 hit so far for ABH, but no score after 1. Moss Wirtz in the cleaning up spot of the batsmanship. Batting order will start things off against Oral Mulholland, who is 0-1 this season so far, 7.04 ERA. Unlike him, he's got he went 8-8 last season. He's gone 8-7 last season with a 2.92 ERA. And he will start by walking Moss Wirtz to first base. Very surprising there. Stokely Hathaway will pop it up on the first pitch. That should be an easy catch for Brett Dockstra, who has come back into the starting batting order for ABH. He will make the catch for out number 1, keeping the runner at first. Versi Moore used to be the leadoff batsman for the Haberdashers. He's batting .340 this season, so very good for him, but has found himself down in the batting order, but still in the lineup, and he's going to line that off on a 1-1 pitch to Ortiz Ranchez for out number 2. With 2 outs so far. Oral Mulholland is finding his groove so far. Still early. 2 outs into the top of the second, and that is a foul ball from Stump Phillips. His 3rd season in New York. He's going to ground that one to Ortiz Ranchez. Good up getting in the way to make the throw to Tony Smerick. It strands Moss Wirtz, and it is 1 away. A walk, the only blemish on the record of Oral Mulholland so far. Orlando Dwin in the cleaning up spot, in the 5th spot in the order. Get things started. He, however, will ground it out. That was an easy one for Hathaway. Perhaps we're going to be seeing some pitching prowess today. That's so good. Still early though. Still first time through the batting order. Here's Brett Dockstra. Dockstra is playing only in his, he's played 12 games so far this season. He's got an average of .231. Pop that one into shallow center field. Stokely Hathaway steps on the grass, makes the catch. Replacing Willie Dustis as of late has been Tony Smerick at first base. His average is .292, has been a solid first baseman. No hits, no home runs, no RBIs for him yet. He is going to strike out swinging to retire the side. So after 2, we are scoreless for a 1-2-3 inning for ABH. Oh, that's so good. Mulholland back on the mound to face Doug Lumps, the catcher. The 1-1 count. He's going to swing that one. That will be the first hit of the game. It will drop into the corner. And Lumps is in sliding with a double to get things started. New York's second base runner, but their first hit of the game. And it's the pitcher, Herzl Good, who hits it right square up the middle. Gonzalez, a great diving catch. Has to make the play at first. It moves Lumps to third with only 1 out, and we're back to the top of the order for Loud Juice Kendrick. Down the middle for strike 1. Swing, and that is foul. 1-2 the count. 2. And that goes right to Dugnut. It does make the play at first, but it does score the first run of the game. New York take the lead 1-0. That is the 7th run batted in this season for Loud Juice Kendrick. There's a whiny shag-off right to the glove of Bobson Dugnut to end the inning. The 1 run off a sacrifice hit
from Loud Juice Kendrick scores Doug Lumps off of his leadoff double. We are through two. We are through two and a half, excuse me. Now we head to the bottom of the third. Leading off is Raul Chamberlain. Makes contact on the first pitch. It goes right to Herzl Good. He makes the throw. First in time to Moss Wertz. Oral Null Holland takes a big swing at his strike number 2 for Null Holland. He's going to pop that one high up into the air. He'll stay fair, but it looks like Loud Juice Kendrick has his glove under it. He does make the catch. It's 2 away. We head back to the top of the order for a second time around. Hobson Dugnuts 0 for 1, as can be said for most of the lineup except for Todd Gonzalez. Dugnuts smashes that one. He makes contact. It's to industry. A home run for Bobson Dugnuts. And Amalgamated Baseball Holdings have tied this game up here in the bottom of the third. Well, he hit that one to industry. 2 outs. Second time around. Smashes it left field wall into the patrons. And now Ortiz Ranchez. That is Dugnuts' second home run this season. And gets him looking, does Herzl Good when he comes back with a strikeout to retire the sides. Well, ABH respond with a run of their own from Bobson Dugnut. That home run brought to you by Industry Brand colognes, perfumes, and fragrances. Nothing quite smells as fresh and as dignified as the clean, cool, fresh scent of Industry. Found wherever smells are sold. My name is Pip Cleverly. This is Radio WGY, Amalgamated Radio for the working class. This is Amalgamated Baseball Holdings, tied at 1 against the visiting New York Haberdashers, who just come upstate from Yonkers. Hefty Wilcone, the leadoff batsman here in the top of the fourth. He will walk. That is only the second walk today for Oral Null Holland, but we will have a Fancy Dan to clear the bases. Moss Wertz hits into a Fancy Dan double play. 2 away here in the top of the fourth. Now for Stokely Hathaway. 1-1 the count for Hathaway. Swing into that one just past the diving Ortiz Ranchez. It might be extra bases as chasing it down is Brett Dockstra. Hathaway slides in. It is a double with 2 outs. His third double of the season. Versi Moore batting .340 this season. A career average of .351, so he's right on average. He's going to hit that right to Dugnut. Throw with time to Smerick. It strands the runner, and it keeps a 0 on the board. Well, that Fancy Dan double play brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your coif with Fancy Dan. They have an assortment of hair tonics, salves, ointments, creams, gelatins to give your hair that shimmer, sheen, glimmer, and gleam. Don't be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan. Starting things off for ABH is Todd Gonzalez. He represents the only, well, I was going to say he represents the only hit in the game. That is not true, as he is going to strike out looking. I believe he's striking out swinging, excuse me. Gonzalez strikes out. That's the third strikeout today for Herzl Good. His 18th on the season. This is start number 4 for him. He faces Mike Truck. An average of .314, a career average of .386. The man has hit 44 career home runs in 3 seasons. He's got to ground it out to Stokely Hathaway. The throw is in time to Moss Wertz. My goodness, what an employee Mike Truck is. Well, smashing it with quite the velocity is Orlando Gwynn to industry. A home run. It is 2-1 ABH. Take the lead here in the bottom of the fourth, thanks to Orlando Dwin, his third home run of the season. 2-1 in favor of the home side, ABH. Brett Dockstra is going to ground that one. Doesn't make good contact. Hits it right to Mossworth. He'll step on the bag and bring it into the inning. Another one on the board for ABH. This time a solo home run from Orlando Dwin. His third of the season. And we head to the top of the fifth. Null Holland back on the mound. Pitch count looking very good for Mr. Null Holland. Roughly 11 pitches per inning. That's outstanding, actually, is what it is. He faces Stump Phillips, 1-2 the count. Pops that one high up into left field. Should be an easy one for Brett Dockstra. He makes the catch. It's one away. It's that home run brought to you by Industry Brand Colognes, perfumes and fragrances. You're going out on a nice night on the town and you meet a young lady and she wants to know what you are smelling like. You say, my dear, I smell only of one thing. Industry. Doug Lumps will pop that one up to Mike Truck in center field. 2 away for them, and now it's the pitcher. Hetzel Good. Not so apt to swing. He takes that strike 2 down the middle and takes strike 3 looking for Null Holland's first strikeout of the game. That will bring us to the halfway point in the game. Bottom of the fifth, Tony Smerrick. To the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Again, hits are coming at a premium for both sides at the moment. He did strike out in the second inning. Facing a 3-1 count at the moment. Smerrick played 24 games for ABH back in 1919. Spent 1920 playing on the ABH side. That's fair ball for Al Chamberlain, and it just stays fair. He will take off for second base. Actually a bit confused as I was looking to see if Tony Smerrick did in fact play. My understanding is he did play for the sides in 1920. But I'm a bit confused by what my statistics are showing. They seem to have nothing here, but I'm sure that's not accurate. Anyway, 2 outs. Bobson, Dugnut. After Null Holland bunts over Chamberlain to third. 2 outs for Dugnut. He has the home run. The first run of the game. He will strike out swinging and strand the runner at third. We have to the top of the sixth. It is 2-1 in favor of ABH. One away, we had to Whitey Shagoff. He's going to hit that right to Ranchez, who makes the throw for out number 2 here in the top of the 6th. I don't think Tony Smerrick played a single game of baseball in 1920. That is very surprising me. I was expecting that to be a mistake on mine, but I don't see that. However, we have a tie game yet again as Pefty Wilcone hits this one to Industry. And that is a tie game at 2 apiece. Pefty Wilcone. And right on the back of that, Mossworth will single it up the middle, his first hit of the game. And 2 outs. Quickly Hathaway to the plate. It's Hefty Wilcone's second home run of the season. RBI number 11 for him. And that is a line shot up the center for Mike Truck. It's going to move the runners to first and second. Hathaway on with his second hit of the game. It is a single. It is now Vesey Moore's turn. Foul that one off. Glove of a diving Ranchez. Not sure if he's going to get it. He does get to that one. The throw in time to strand the runners. Well, the home run from Hefty Wilcone, brought to you by Industry Brand Colognes, Perfumes, and Fragrances. Why smell like anything in the world when you can smell like the clean, fresh scent of Industry? Found wherever smells are sold. What a jumping catch by Hefty Wilcone on that one to deny Ortiz Ranchez of a base hit. And here's Todd Gonzalez, 1 for 2 today, a single, strikeout. He's been kept relatively quiet, but as has many of the players today. Again, when you're batting .460 on the season, that is not a mistake. And you are someone to be targeted as far as being kept quiet and an important out to get. And Good gets that out by getting him to pop up to Hefty Wilcone. Mike Truck right behind him. I mean, when you have one of the most dangerous batsmen, well, it's like you get him out. Well, congratulations. Next up is Mike Truck. An embarrassment of batsman riches here at Amalgamated Baseball Holdings. Truck, however, lines it. Heavy shot. He will go 0 for 3 today. He will line it right to center field. Vesey Moore is right there with the catch. We get to the top of the 7th. This game flying by at a record pace. Say a record pace. The pace of a record, I suppose, on a phonograph record. It spins round and round, and if you try to watch it too quickly, you get dizzy. However, Stan Phillips will lead off with a single, his first hit of the game. As Earl Mulholland has already gone through 6 full innings. That's going to be popped and dropped into shallow right field to Orlando Dwin. Doug Lumps is now on with a single. He is 2 for 3 today. And here is the pitcher, Hertzogud. No, it is not going to be Hertzogud. It will be a pinch hitter, Foul Ball Duncans. Well, Foul Ball Duncans is batting .714 this season. That is because he is 5 for 7. He has had 5 hits from 7 at-bats. I don't know what it takes for him to get into the side here in New York, but goodness me, that is... well, he gets hit by the pitch, so he... well, I guess he can only do so much damage when he's on first base. But that will be it for Mulholland. In comes Sleeve McDykel, who could use a good bit of... McDykel could use a bit of confidence this season. He has not had his best start of the season. There is rumblings of what is going on down in wholly owned baseball subsidiaries. And goodness me, Kendrick smashes that one to Industry. He has slammed it in the grandest of fashions. It's now 6-2. In favor of New York after a Grand Slam home run from Loud Juice Kendrick. Well, saying how Sleeve McDykel could use a good boost to his confidence, I don't think that is giving it to him. The bullpen has been letting down. I think the side, Piney Jagoff, is going to go 0 for 4 today after he grounds that one out to Dugnut. Protus Merritt time. And popping it up is Hefty Wilcone. That's going to go foul. It's behind the backstop. And he will watch that one go by. That is strikeout number 12 on the season for Sleeve McDykel. With 2 outs, here is Moss Wirtz. 1 for 3 today, and that's going to fall into the glove of Orlando Wood. He had to cover a lot of ground to get there. And coming in for New York is Pablo Longstroke. This is Orlando Wood to start, and that's a great catch by Pep Cleverly. Trying to step onto the grass for that one on the first pitch. Longstroke is spent the start of the season at the Norfolk Whips, was picked up again, signed by the New York Haberdashers. An ERA of 2.25 in his one outing. And spent a little bit of time in New York in 1919. Two and 1 count. Fouls that one off for Tony Smerick with 2 outs. Should be an easy catch for Moss Wirtz. He gets it in foul territory, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Pablo Longstroke. Not had the best start to the season. He's given up 15 earned runs in the 5 games he's appeared in so far this season. So some hope for ABH to maybe find a bit of weakness. Start the top of the 8th with Stokely Hathaway. 2 for 3 today. And the 2 for 4 hits the right to Dugnut. Throws in time to Smerick. And it's Versi Moore. He was 0 for 3 today. That's going to be right to Dugnut, who has to dive onto it. Cannot get the throw in time. It's a single for Versi Moore. His first hit of the game. With 1 out, it is Stump Phillips. He singled on his last at-bat. Ball 1. Ball 2, that is strike 1 down the middle for Stump Phillips. Sleeve McDykel trying to get back to his form. He's already given up all the difference makers in the game. A grand slam of Loud Goose Kendrick in the previous inning. Going to get Stump Phillips to pop it up very high and deep. Mike Truck, however, is there. Keeps the runner at first. We'll see more. And it's 2 away with Doug Lumps. 2 outs, Doug Lumps. 2 for 3 today, single and a double. That's going to be deep to Taunt Gonzalez, but he makes the throw in time. And at the bottom of the 8th, Longstroke back on the mound. Who face Raul Chamberlain. Chamberlain is 1 for 2 today with a double. He hits that high up into the air. If he can cover the ground, it should be an easy one for Jagoff. He does make the catch. And I imagine this will not be Sleeve McDykel. No, it'll be Dean Westry. Dean Westry. Well, that is going to be off the glove of Loud Juice Kendrick, and Westry has now found himself on first with a single and a glimmer of light for the home side for Amalgamated Baseball Holdings. That's going to get right to Stokely Hathaway to Wilcode. Chases off the, outruns the throw, avoiding the Fancy Dan double play, which would have ended the inning. But a fielder's choice for Bobson Dugnut. Ortiz Ranchez is 0 for 3 today. Having a bit of his own struggles. unlike him, for batting .377. That's going to be a diving catch made by Wilcone, and he outruns the throw. That was a difficult catch and play to make for Wilcone. He just did not have enough time to make it happen. And ABH, with 2 outs, trying to put a rally together here in the bottom of the 8th.
No.
A good man to have there is Todd Gonzalez. Takes strike 1. 2-1 the count. Strike 2 down the middle. Pops that up into foul territory. Looks like it should be an easy one for Doug Lumps. He makes the catch. Grounds the 2. And taking to the mound here in the top of the 9th for Amalgamated Baseball Holdings is Jim Milliams. A rookie relief pitcher coming out of wholly owned baseball subsidiaries. And he's going to get a strikeout of right off the bat. Which batsman that was, I did not catch who that was, is presumably a pinch hitter.
Outside.
With 1 away, here is Loud Juice Kendrick. 2-2 the count. Milliams already has 16 strikeouts this season. He struck out 10 in 7 games earlier this season for the for wholly owned baseball subsidiary. He struck out another 10 in 10 games last season for wholly owned baseball subsidiaries. So, and he's going to get Kendrick to pop out into foul territory. The final out, presumably. It could be Whiny Jagoff, 2-0 count. He's down for 3-1 count. Milliams will walk Whiny Jagoff, and it'll be Pefty Wilcone, who's already got a home run today. Top of the 9th, Amalgamated Baseball Holdings already find themselves down by 4 runs, 6-2, thanks to a Loud Juice Kendrick grand slam in the 7th inning. 3-0 the count now to face Pefty Wilcone. That is right down the middle. He swings it, hits it foul. And, Wilcone smashes that one. He hits it into the left field crowd. It is to industry. It is Wilcone's 2nd home run today. His 3rd on the season. And it is 8-2 in favor of the New York Haberdashers. 2 outs, a 2-run home run from Pefty Wilcone. It's 8-2. Mossworth is going to hit that one high and far, and it could be, it is in fact another home run. Back to back, the New York Haberdashers have cracked this one wide open. Mossworth, his 1st home run of the game. The 4th home run hit by the New York Haberdashers today. Wirtz's 3rd of the season as well. And that is to industry. Buckley Hathaway will ground it up the 3rd baseline to Ortiz Ranchez, grounding out to Tony Smerick. And it is 9-2. Amalgamated Baseball Holdings have quite the bottom of the 9th hole to hit themselves out of. If anyone can do it, it could be Mike Truck, but he is but only 1 man and would only be 1 run. Long stroke remains in this game. Cody pitched 2 full innings, looking to go for the finishing of the game. He allowed 2 hits, 1 strikeout for long stroke, and that'll be 2. He gets Mike Truck 2 strikeout, looking his 5th of the season, 5th strikeout. Truck is 0 for 4 today. These are the bats that need to come. They need to look alive a little bit more for Amalgamated Baseball Holdings. I don't know what perhaps can be done to help, but perhaps more horse tonic. I don't know what the management of Amalgamated Industries is doing about this, or what they can do, or what they are thinking. Orlando Dwin will walk with 1 out, bringing us to Brett Dockstra. But the defending champions, ABH, looking to go, will likely go to 4-10 after today. And will find themselves in last place in the Continental League, where they ended in 1919. It popped up for Brett Dogstra for Pefty Wilcone. Makes the catch. 2 away. And here is Tony Smerick. And coming in for Pablo Longstroke is Franco Yellington to get this last out. And, well, Smerick will get a single. It will move Orlando to win the third. And hold your horses and your horse-drawn carriages. Might not be it. Chamberlain will come out for Willie Dustis, a pinch hitter.
Nova. Outside.
Runners around the corners.
Here, right?
Dustis has 1 home run this season already. 19 career home runs this season in ABH. He's going to pop it up to the pitcher. And that will do it for the game. Well, the Dashers will take the Haberdashers will take the series 2 out of the 3 games. They are the winners in this one. A home run heavy game. The final score of this one, the New York Haberdashers 9 runs off 11 hits. Amalgamated Baseball Holdings 2 runs off 7 hits. The box score will be in your newspapers tomorrow. Will not read good for the fans of the Schenectady-based team. But if your support goes to those down in Yonkers, then you will have a happy morning as you read of it. The winning pitcher is Herzl Good. Herzl Good gets the win after going 6 innings strong, striking out 5. He will improve to 1-1. The loss goes to Oral Nulholland. He will drop to 0-2 after giving up 5 earned runs in his 6 innings of time, including the grand slam that was hit off of Sleeve McDykel by Loud Juice Kendrick, which was ultimately the difference maker. We thank our friends at the Honeywheat Tobacco Company, bringing you fresh hand-rolled cigarettes grown in the fabled tobacco roads of the Carolinas. Any time is a good time for a Honeywheat cigarette. The third finest standing of the day is Moss Wirtz of the New York Haberdashers, going 2 for 4 with a home run. Second finest standee, Loud Juice Kendrick, going 1 for 5, his only hit being the grand slam home run. He did also hit into a fielder's choice, which brought home a 5th run batted in. But our finest standee of the day, getting a complimentary carton of Honeywheat cigarettes, is Pefty Wilcone. He has gone 2 for 4, with the 2 home runs, going 3 total runs batted in from his 2 home runs, and scoring 2 of those runs himself. Those are your finest standees of the day. Pefty Wilcone specifically is your finest standee of the day. He gets a complimentary carton of cigarettes brought to you by provided by the Honeywheat Tobacco Company, who humbly request that you smoke wheat every day. Well, that'll do it for our broadcast. The New York Haberdashers have a day off tomorrow to lick their wounds before they welcome the league-leading Philadelphia Brown Trousers into town. On the mound for the Brown Trousers expected to be Zank Biga-Spurgeon, as he will take on Rasmus Auctions, and the Brown Trousers and Haberdashers will begin a 3-game series, 3 games straight. That will start on Saturday in 2 days' time. As for Amalgamated Baseball Holdings, they stay at home and welcome the Chicago Teetotalers to Amalgamated Baseball grounds. Beg your pardon, there was some rowdiness that needed to be dealt with. The Chicago Teetotalers and shown for caught will take the mound for the home side, Amalgamated Baseball Holdings, to take on Pip O'Cheerio of the Chicago Teetotalers, who are currently 8-6 after getting a win over the Boston Ruffians today. That, of course, is tomorrow's game, starting off a 3-game series. The Teetotalers and ABH, they will play tomorrow, take a day off, and then 2 more games following that. We do hope you enjoy that. All those games will be broadcast here on Radio WGY, Amalgamated Radio for the working class. We thank you for listening. I'm Pip Cleverly. And as always, please report to work tomorrow at your regularly scheduled times.